I think that your mind thinks about and imagines what it is like once you start exercising regularly and like you have a vision of yourself, right? So here's what I think is going on with you. You don't like who you are. And you've decided that you're going to change. And you can't continue being who you are. We're done being that loser. So the other thing is you want this thing because you're tired of being who you are. And so you're a smart guy, so you've figured out the best way that you can to become something else. And what works really well? Guilt. So you create situations for yourself where you've realized, I hate feeling guilty. So now you've got a gift. You have a key. You have an answer. Never again. So how can you create situations where the idea of never again will motivate you? You create artificial guilt. You tell people, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. You create a stimulus for yourself. And you never want to feel that guilt again. So as long as that guilt is like possible, then you'll avoid it at all costs. That's the way that you manipulate your mind. Do you see that? So you're using guilt as a tool to get your mind to do what it needs to do. Right? Your mind is like a horse and the guilt is the whip. And you're telling it, you better move. And the thing is, every time you tell someone I'm going to go to the gym, that's you picking up the whip. You're creating the whip. You're creating the motivation. So you're creating like this sabotaging cycle, but it's not really sabotaging. It's also effective. Because this is the only way you've known how to motivate yourself. So if you've got to do that, by all means do that. The long-term strategy, though, is for you to like think a little bit about where these goals come from. And for you to realize that you don't like who you are and you believe that doing some external action is going to give you confidence in yourself. That's never going to happen. So people who are like, I'm not proud of myself, let me go make money. Then I will be proud of myself. I'm not proud of myself, I feel ashamed of myself, let me go get beautiful. Right? Let me go get cosmetic surgery. Let me go get a boob job. And then I will feel better about myself because the world will love me. Why do you need the world to love you? Because you don't love yourself. So I think all of your goals are coming out of a non-genuine place. They're not coming out of inspiration. They're not coming out of like love and devotion. They're coming out of a hatred of being where you are. And then the other thing is, right now, the problem is that all of your goals are not going to actually give you confidence because you're trying to impress other people. But the more that you impress other people, like that doesn't make you confident. It just impresses other people. So what I want you to do is think long and hard about what's a single thing that you can be proud of for yourself. Just think about it. And I want you to try to do that thing. It's not about doing it for a month or a year or a week. What is just something that you can say, like, this is not for other people. This is not to feel better about myself. This is something that I want to do for me. And I'm the one who matters. And I think that the one thing I'll give you kind of like one last kind of pointer, which is, can you be okay with that? Right? Can you like kind of acknowledge for a moment that, okay, maybe I'm not a better person, but like that's okay. Can you accept yourself? So just keep playing around with it. I think you're actually going to be okay. Like you've just got to work on this internal stuff. You've got to work on why. Because the thing is, the reason that you're not confident in yourself is because you're not confident in yourself. Right? So like this is the last kind of paradox, is that the way that you get confident in yourself is by accepting yourself for who you are. And once you're able to do that, you'll develop confidence. And you must forsake the path of the Chad to become the Chad.